Nicole again with Cupcakes, Cocktails, and Conversation. I just have a question. Are we being bought by the pound now? Is that like something we're still doing? Just take a minute and consider it. So I see that there's a lot of emphasis on our butts. You know, before having a big butt was problematic. Now having a big butt is what everybody wants. So people go in the gym and they do only exercises that have to do with their glutes and their hamstrings. That's their primary focus, and then they'll do abs so that their waistline can be smaller. Of course, we have the BBL, Brazilian butt lifts. You have butt implants. You have tummy tucks. What else? Liposuction. We're doing all these things so that we can have small waists and big butts. Now, I know small waist is a thing that goes way, way back, you know, with waist clinchers and things of that nature. You know, those were the standards of beauty. But in 2021 and prior to, it seems like that's just still the thing. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, are we bought by the pound? Because I've watched people's not videos, but their pictures. In a lot of pictures, people are saying, hey, I need you to take this picture of me. So what we do is we turn our back to the person taking the picture. We have our feet shoulder width apart. And then we arch our backs and turn so now you can see our face. What are we trying to show in the picture? We want to make sure our ass looks good in the picture, because then we ask that, how does my butt look? My butt look good? And that, okay, take it again, let me try it again. And then those are the pictures. Like, we don't take pictures, you know, face front. And then there's the other thing, people do something crazy where they sit back and they come up so that their butt is big. And I really don't know how to do it. I need a lesson in class. But I'm figuring that we have to be being sold by the pound, because the picture is the advertisement, right? And on that advertisement, you know, we are saying, all right, my butt is this many inches, and then, so it's 45 inches, then my waist is 26 inches, the circumference is, you know, from here to here is, we'll give it 15 because I never measured that part. And my breast is 36 inches. Okay, so how much is that? Are those measurements, like, is that get me a year of relationship? Is that, you know, we can move in together? That's marriage material? Like, what are these measurements doing? Why are we selling ourselves by the pound? Why are we selling ourselves by the inches? Do they get to, when you post a picture and then they finally DM you like, I'm interested now, do they get to feel the product, touch the butt, feel if it's firm, if it's flabby, you know, see if you just have like the underwear that are pushing up the butt, you know, check the thing out. It's just like when you buy fruit, you know, you want to check the melon, you want to smell the melon, you want to feel the melon, you want to see how firm it is. You just want to see what you're about to buy before you buy it. So is that what's going on? And like, are we being sold by the pound? Now, don't get me wrong. There's, you know, a part of me that part of my looks have nothing to do with me. 75% of what I want my body to look like has absolutely everything to do with me. You know, it's how I see myself, how I want to look, how I want to feel. I don't like to feel sluggish. I can feel when I'm gaining weight. You know, it makes me tired. I like my clothes to look a certain way on myself. I like having an athletic build. It's what I've been given. You know, that's what I've been blessed with, is to have an athletic frame. And I like to maintain it because it's easy to slip out of that athletic frame. I keep looking around because there's a bunch of people walking around, so I gotta make sure they're not making noise like these people right now. But anyway, I want to keep my athletic frame, so that's what I do. The other 25% of the 100% is what I want to put out for the world. You know, I want people to perceive me as someone who takes care of themselves, somebody that looks healthy, that is healthy. I want to come off appealing and attractive. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm what my husband wants at the end of the day. Because he still has to say, he can be like, you know what, Biggin, I didn't meet you this way, and we're not going to go this way. You know, this is not what I bought. So that's the other 25%. You know, he's included in that. The world is included in that. You know, how I want to be perceived is included in that. And yes, I understand, like, for all of us, we want to accentuate our assets. But I think there's a difference between doing that and just putting it on display. Like, that's the only thing we have. The only thing we're worth is our bodies. And there's just so much more than that. If I'm looking at pictures and all your pictures are of you doing the whole back to me, turned around, butt poked out, or sitting on the bed, butt poked out, like everything is your butt, I don't get it. I don't know why that's all you have to offer. If everything is your breast, I don't know if that's all you have to offer. I don't understand it. There was one reality TV star or whatever who had a Black Lives Matter post, but her words were all about the movement, blah blah blah, and police brutality. But the picture she had was like her, it was either in like a bikini or a really, really sexy dress. I'm like, what the frick does this picture have to do with what you're talking about? I'm very confused. Did the picture, was that the thirst trap to get people to look? No, lead with your brain. Lead with your brain, and it's fine. And people will listen. I don't know. I'm just curious as to why are we still doing this? And is it because of us? We've put this out there in the world that our bodies is everything, are everything, and that's how we get the person we want? Or is it because that's just the way it is? You know, that's what men have required of us, and this is what society says we're going to have to do. You know, this is what social media says we have to do. People have completely unrealistic bodies on social media. You know, these bodies are bought and sold, and I am not against surgery. I'm against surgery that you can, you know, things you can take care of in the gym. I'm against that. I'm against surgeries that make no sense. I'm against 2-inch waist and 60-inch hips, and you're looking like it's a bug's life. I'm against that. I'm against you pretending that this is what you look like naturally when you don't know where the gym is. I'm against those things. I'm against those things because it puts an unrealistic standard of beauty on our young kids, you know. And the same thing happened to me growing up, but my mom always put into us that, you know, it's not about that. The body is not what comes first. And I think that a lot of young girls don't get that. I think that as moms, we want our kids to be pretty, and we want them to be a little, you know, the older they get, we want them to put a little sexy out there so they can catch a man. And you know, part of that's okay, and the other part of it's just not. It's just not okay. You know, even watching Bridgerton, if you have seen that, you know, they're judging the women on beauty and who's going to be the big girl, and clenching their waist as much as possible and making the breasts go up because, you know, we have to sell the image first before they get to know us as a person. And you know what, as females, we do the same thing to men. It's just not the same. It's not even close to being the same. But the visual is a lot of times what we look up first. So I get it. But I just want us to do better as people. I want us to stop focusing solely on our butts. It's there. Look, that trend might be gone tomorrow. BBLs might be gone tomorrow, and it may be out. And then what? You went excessive, and then what? And if you go into the gym, you know, we can focus on some other things. You don't just have to do, you know, hamstring and glutes and abs. Focus on the total body, because the gym is euphoric. Focus on the total body. Once again, if you have not, please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later.